Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today I am doing the Celtic Cross reading, and this is going to be for the zodiac sign of Pisces. Keep in mind this is a general collective reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also remember, if it starts resonating later, it's because this is fortune telling, and sometimes it doesn't resonate because some of the events haven't occurred yet. Okay, so it's pretty common for it to happen. So if it starts resonating later, you're more than welcome to go back to the channel and rewatch any of the videos that you'd like. That being said, the readings you should be watching are your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus signs. That's going to give you a much better view of your energy. Okay, so let's get started. We have Moth Spirit, and it's telling you to surrender now. Surrender now. Okay. All right. So, I don't know if I just wanted to let y'all know I do bonus readings, and a lot of times it's based on the interaction with the channel. So I sometimes do it on the number of likes. I sometimes do it on the number of comments. And sometimes I do it on the number of views. And I also take one sign per bonus rounds and put those out there. It's the zodiac sign. I do them in order. Okay, so that way you know how to build to earn bonus readings. Sorry. Let's see, we have Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. So you want to make plans and focus. And one more for Pisces. Okay. And Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Okay. So I'm going to move these off to the side, and it's only because it's a Celtic cross reading, and it's pretty large reading, so it's just easier for me to put them off to the side. I do refer to them a lot of times during the reading because they work in coordination with it's the energies. So tell me about Pisces. Tell me about Pisces. Oh, here we go. All right, wow. You opening the new cycle. You have the world. And that shouldn't really surprise me. We're coming up on a lunar eclipse. It's a blood moon. This is one that hasn't been seen in, I think, what, like 580 years or 540 years, something like that. And it's going to be very transformational. So I think that's why it's telling you to surrender now. And to honor your inner knowing. I think it's this time it's not going to be was it 19 years ago or so? It's not going to be so towerish, for want of a better description. This is going to be building things up, especially probably in your material sense, because Taurus is involved with it. So just keep that in mind as you're going forward. It's trust your inner knowing and surrender now, because this is the time. The next 6 months especially are going to be very transformational, and most likely in a positive way. Okay? Well, transformation's positive, but you know. Okay? And it's telling you to make plans and focus. Okay? And this is your challenge. This is the Knight of Swords. This is communication, yes, but it's also charging ahead. And I think that's where it's talking about, is for you to make your plans and focus. The Knight of Swords sometimes is a little hot-headed, and he's basically fighting it. And you know, he's fought to the point where he's exhausted. His dragon can't even puff smoke. Can't even breathe fire anymore. He's just puffing smoke. You know, at some point you have to rest and recharge yourself, and understand that sometimes it's easier to go with the flow. Okay? I know that sounds trite, but it's true. All right, the Queen of Shields. The Queen of Shields, this is somebody that is very abundant. This is what you have going for you. So you have this type of, if you may not have the abundance yet, but you can definitely acquire it. This is somebody that does know how to make plans. This is somebody that does know how to focus. This is somebody that does know how to follow her inner knowing. She is abundant. She understands abundance. She understands the flow. She understands how to make abundance, to call it in. She knows how to hold it without being greedy and miserly, because she also understands that you have to put it into the flow. If she's abundant, her kingdom's abundant. Okay, and that's, she spends her knowledge not just on herself, but helping her kingdom. Okay. All right. So it looks like I lost a card, and I'm not going to look for it right now. All right. So what do we have for you in the recent past? The card that I saw. Never mind. Okay. It looks like you had a lot of heavy burdens. And you may still have those, okay? That may be why you were fighting against the system. But you were moving. You moved forward. You kept moving, okay? One step at a time. Knight of Pentacles type energy is slow and steady wins the race. This is amazing. This is the second time messages have come out in the crown position, okay? So expect messages. And these may be very transformative, like ergo the Surrender Now card. This may be what puts you into a different cycle, because in the past, if you were at the 10 and you're opening up with the World card, sorry, having trouble speaking, then you probably did receive some kind of message that helped you to stop fighting and learn how to go with the flow and bring in abundance naturally. I think it's showing that in the past you learned a lot of hard lessons, because this came in for the future. And it came in with 2 cards. So I think in the past you learned a lot of hard lessons, but it's giving you the strength that you're going to need now to build a firm foundation. Okay? When you get cards like that, you have to read them the way they come out. Excuse me. Sorry. Give me just a second. Okay. Okay, so I think you were in your head a lot. You probably were. There were a lot of things to worry about. And, you were carrying a lot of heavy burdens. That causes people to worry. But this kind is just mental anguish. It's where you can't stop. You can't eat. You can't breathe. You can't do anything. It just keeps coming. And Spirit's trying to tell you that you can't be in this energy. Come out of that energy, because you're going to be getting communication. You're fighting. Don't fight. Don't struggle with it. You are getting ready to put those burdens down. You're opening a new cycle. And it's going to be a very, very creative cycle. This is somebody who knows how to follow her intuition. She thinks outside of the box. She comes up with things that nobody else would ever even think of. She's raising sunflowers in the desert. Okay. She diverted water into her kingdom at some point, somehow, or she wouldn't be able to do that. So, what I mean, in her day and age, who would think to divert a river? So, thinking outside of the box. And it's not only that, you have to have the fire to carry yourself through with. Okay? If you're making plans and focusing, then the other thing that you need is the fire to see it through. Okay, that passion. that willingness to do it. Okay. So in your hopes and fears, as crazy as this sounds right now, I think you're just trying to find your balance. Okay? You know, but remember, in this card, the ships are getting battered. Yep, they are. But they're floating. The wolf is standing at the door, but he's not attacking. He's not coming through the door. As a matter of fact, he looks like he might be guarding the door. This may be somebody that you, or somebody that you befriended at some point in time. So rather than attacking, they may be helping you. You standing in the snow? Yep, seems like, but you're not cold. You're holding those heavy shields, but you have, that means you have pentacles. And you're not really holding them, you're levitating them. So it's not an undue burden on you. So I think you're looking for balance. And once you're balanced in life, then things come in a lot more easily. And again, make your plans and focus. All right. And again, we have two cards. Spirit's cheating. You have the Death card. This is a major transformation. And this lunar, it's a blood moon lunar eclipse. It's something that hasn't been seen in almost, it's been more than half a century. Sorry, I'm tired today. It's like 540 or 580 years, something along those lines. And, you know, and it's probably not going to be it's going to be another 600 years before we see it again. Okay. And the thing is, this is going to be a very transformative move. So where you have an ending, and you have a new beginning with that World card. That's what it's trying to tell you. You are transforming into a new cycle. And it's probably going to have to do with the spiritual communication coming in for you. But whatever this communication is, it's going to make everything clear as a bell, and you're going to step right into that cycle. Like, you're just going to know. Okay? And at the bottom, that's crazy. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cauldrons, and that's celebrating life. All right? And again, I just had a card in that position. It's unusual to get, these are called, these would be spiritual messages or synchronicities for me, is for cards to keep reappearing for different signs in the same place. And that's another sign of the power of this transformational energy that we're about to experience. Okay? So, let me see. I need the Wizard's Tarot. I'm going to start clarifying these cards. Alright, yeah. Okay. You may be a little scared or a little guarded about this new cycle. I mean, who wouldn't be? We don't know what's going to happen. People don't like change. And, you know, you may be a little guarded against the communication. I mean, for Sagittarius, it was try to open your heart. I'm like, I'm going to try, but, you know, that kind of thing. So, we have the Two of Wands. Again, this is making your plans. Okay? Making your plans. This is the time to make your plans for the future, trust me. Okay? And what your challenge was that you were fighting everything. You were in your head. You had a lot of heavy burdens, and you couldn't see a way out. So at some point, you did take some time out to rest and recharge your batteries. And while you did that, you figured out, you kind of did a life review. You know what you want. Okay? You figured out what you truly want in life. Okay? And, okay, you may not be able to just drop this tomorrow. But you're in the process of doing it. One step at a time. Okay? And it's also, again, telling you to honor your inner knowing. Trust your intuition. You have the Medicine Mother and the High Priestess. Okay? So what you do have coming for you, or what's going for you right now, is that you do have this ability. Oh, priceless. Okay, you do have this ability. You do have the ability to be like this queen of shields. Okay, she knows about abundance, how to build it, how to grow it, how to help and nurture it, and nurture her kingdom. She can manifest anything. Okay, she just understands how it works, and she's also trusts. She trusts spirit to bring it in. You don't sit there nag them and be like, "Hey, where's that new car you promised me?" No, it doesn't work that way. You set the intention, and then it comes in later. Usually when you're not expecting it. Okay? Or that's been my experience anyways. All right. And it is telling you to use logic. Okay. This is somebody that is very intelligent. They're not overly emotive. They don't use their emotions to make their decisions. Okay. And this is where you're at. You're feeling burdened. You're tied down. You're you're fighting the system. You're in this mental anguish. Okay. And that's what it's telling you, that you can't, you've got to get out of this to think properly so you can move things ahead. So, and in the past, I don't think you could see this coming in. I don't think I think you were in this anguish and you couldn't see a way out. But there's always a way. Okay? And so instead of rolling with the flow, you were holding on to something. Okay? But what's crowning you is that you have this communication coming in. Oh. And once you get it, once you get this clarity, you're going to transform out of this cycle and into the new cycle. You're going to take the leap of faith. You're going to move forward because you're going to understand it. You're going to have the clarity. These spiritual messages are bringing the clarity for you to open that cycle. Okay? It's giving you time to get out of this misery, this self-imposed, okay? And you have messages coming in. This is communication, okay? It's about cups. Now that can be all around love or love coming in for you as well. Okay? But in the future, it shows you have the strength to go into this new cycle. You have the power to do this. I mean, never doubt that. You do. Okay. And the reason that you have that is because you went through a lot. You learned a lot of hard lessons. And you understand that is over. This 10 ends that cycle. Again, you have new beginnings and cycles. Okay? That's ending that cycle. You're coming out of it strong. You're coming out of it in a beautiful position where you've literally tamed the beast and walked away. Much more powerful for it. Okay? There was somebody sneaky in your midst. There was somebody that wasn't working in your best interest. And be cautious, because that's the future position, and there may be still somebody around you that isn't working for your best interests. But you have the ability to manifest what you want. You can use your logic. Okay? Use your logic. And you can transform this. Because you're manifesting something. And if this person is still in your life, you'll know what to do. Because the Queen of Swords, his wife, certainly knows how to cut things away that don't serve her. He has a sword too, so I'm sure he does as well. So we have judgment. And Spirit is judging in your favor. They know that you went through a lot. Okay? And they're bringing you this abundant new cycle. You're going to be celebrating life, okay? That's what you were worried about, were all those burdens. Okay? And instead of that, you should be thinking about being the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who's kind, caring, loving, nurturing. Okay, you got a lot of power cards up in here. First of all, you have a lot of major arcana. And that's pretty powerful in and of itself. Okay, so now, in your environment, you have a lot of options. You really do. And it's up to you to be creative and decide how you're going to proceed with that. Think outside of the box. And it's telling you, you've had to make plans more than once. So sit down, pull yourself together, and see where you want to go. Because once you find your peace and your harmony and your balance, you find the balance, you're going to find the peace and harmony. And then you'll be able to charge ahead. And that chariot goes to victory. Okay? All right. And you're trying to find your balance. And Spirit is reminding me, you have the strength. Okay? You have the strength to find the balance, to move forward. And this clarity, this information that's coming in is going to help. Okay? And then it's going to be up to you to integrate the spiritual messages with your material plane, the spiritual and the material plane. That could be higher learning. But in this case, I really do feel like this is the blending of the spiritual and the material plane, and it's going to take a lot of strength. It took you a lot of strength to get to where you are, and you have the strength to do this. Okay. So this transformation is coming, and you're going to have the information, so you won't feel like you're blindfolded when you're trying to make this decision, which is probably where you're at now. You know, you're going to know. You'll know the information that you need to make a logical decision and manifest what you want. Okay? And this is going to bring you justice. This is going to bring you... I don't think that's the judicial system. It might be for a few of you, but I think in the end, this is going to be about karmic justice. I think you've been through a lot. And now it's time to, it's this cycle where you are rewarded for all the hard work and energy and healing that you put in. And this is the cycle where you're going to be celebrating life. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. I'm sorry, it's cups on this side. And that is just universal love. That is all loves. That is everything. So that could be romantic love coming in for you. It could be a brand new beginning in love. But this is familial love. This is the love you feel for your children. This is universal love. Okay? And that cup, if it's handled properly, it streams, it's always refills itself. Okay? So let's see what we got going. Pulling a card from the Archangel cards on moon cycles. How ironic. I've just been talking about the lunar eclipse. Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. And tomorrow is the 19th. I'm filming this on the 18th. So tomorrow is the 19th. That's going to be the blood moon, lunar eclipse, and something else. I don't remember now. Okay. I would look up the information that you need to know, especially about your sign. Again, your sun, moon, rising. All right, those signs, and see how this is going to be a very good transformative event. Okay, and so learn how to do this energy. You're never going to see this energy again because, I mean, unless you do it in another lifetime. Literally. So, healthy lifestyle. Try to eat a helpful diet, get adequate sleep, exercise regularly for optimal health. So, some of you may, you know, when you're in that kind of anguish, you're not taking care of yourself. You're not taking care of your body. You're not eating right because you can't even think straight. And, you know, you can damage your health doing that. And it's not good to do that, you know, I mean, it's okay to have that. It's okay to have a little piece of pie once in a while. But, you know, it's not good to sit down and eat the whole pie kind of things, binge eating, any of those things, or just falling off your exercise routine, which I did. So, you know, um, everybody does these things, and it's just spirit's way of reminding you, hey, let's get back to it, you know, because you need to be healthy. And the next one is clearing your space. Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter. Clear the energy around you and use feng shui. This could also be emotional clutter, because you definitely, that Nine of Swords played heavily in this reading. Okay. So, you have a new cycle coming in. So, again, cut away those things that are not serving you. Whether that be physical items, you know, donate it. If you, go through your closet. If it doesn't fit, let somebody else have it. Okay? And the thing is that even if somebody buys it from I'm not going to name the names of the places, but from the resale shops, okay? Unless it's a private one that's doing it for profit, most of the profits go for charity to help people and to provide jobs and things of that nature anyways. So, you know, you're still donating to charity. So I hope, I hope you get these messages and try to learn how to use these moon cycles. This is going to be a really powerful energy, and this would be the optimal time to manifest with that kind of energy. Okay, so just wait for the messages. That's a fast-moving energy, so they should be in soon. And then make your plans and move forward. And then go be happy. Celebrate life. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. And let me know in the comments below. I'm always curious to see how these readings play out. Thank you so much for watching.